Okay, now I'd like to introduce you to Ganesh Ariyur. Ganesh is a member of our executives in transition community. He went through the program a while ago, and he simultaneously was doing a lot of exploration on how to improve his digital presence. He's a technology executive, and he was really focused on getting a job, but he wanted to see his results even increase even more. So Ganesh is based on the East Coast. He's got a fabulous background, and the exploration and the research that he went through has ended up helping so many people in transition. He not only got a job offer, I think he had a few job offers, and he told me one time because he was kind of a sleeper. He wasn't, like out there telling me what he was doing. And all of a sudden I had a conversation with him. He said, "Christy, I'll never have to look for another job again." And I was like, wait a minute, how could anyone say that? And he explained the way he set it up and why he did it and the things that he learned. And he said, I'm happy to share it with others. And so we had him, we had two sessions with him. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll see those, and this will be up as well. But we had more visits for Ganesh's video than we've ever had. So much so that YouTube has ended up putting some commercials on it, but they're not compensating us. So we need our subscribers. So, but Ganesh, from the bottom of our hearts, we are so grateful that you're here. You have helped so many people. I can't tell you how many people who said, "Yeah, I talked to Ganesh and he helped me in this way, this way, this way." And it's like, all you got to do is talk to Ganesh or look at his profile. And, he's the role model for job seekers, in my opinion. So, Ganesh, I'm turning it over to you.
Yeah, hello everyone. Great to be back here. And PRG, I think we did last year was June, July, probably July and August, right?
Yes.
Yeah, two
Uh-huh.
sessions we did. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, great to be back because LinkedIn is always changing, right, with algorithm, new insights. So I'm happy to share. Before that, my one request is let's all connect with each other, right? That's how you grow your network, and also wanted to make sure you all subscribe to the PRG's YouTube channel. And I will be make it interactive, and I will also have a couple of questions along the way. And feel free to ask any questions. We are going to keep, I think, 20 minutes the end for Q&A. And last time we ran out of time, so this time we made sure we definitely keep time for Q&A. So it's going to be a 90-minute session. So let's get that started. Let me share my screen. Uh, can you all see my screen?
Yep, we see
It's
it.
good? Yeah, very good. So when we talk about digital presence, here my focus will be on LinkedIn, right? Definitely where where your presence is on LinkedIn, social media, YouTube, Substack. So there are multiple places, but mainly from job point of view, we are going to focus today's session around LinkedIn. So my personal journey, 2 years back, I was in the job market for executive roles, and again, definitely bootcamp was a great resource. But I also want to do something what others were not doing. How to have an optimized profile so it became a true magnet, so that you attract the recruiters' searches, right? And one thing I realized, the most talented candidate may not get the job, but the person who's most visible will get the call. So then up to you to how you convince on the interview, then go through the next steps. So you have to be very visible. One thing is you have to be visible, right? It's not you have to post every day, but be visible. 5 minute, 10 minute a day, at least if you are able to bring that cadence, bring that daily routine, you will be able to definitely, have a good results. So let me uh, go through a few things. I think Zoom is ready. So why it is important, right? Because again, we all, many of us in this PRG might have gone through transition or currently in transition. Always, you have to be prepared for the future, right? So LinkedIn is the largest professional website, or you can say the app, where 1.2 billion users are in LinkedIn. Majority of them are business owners, like executives, professionals. So that is the go-to place for finding talent. And if you look at LinkedIn, they get the largest revenues from recruiters license, right? So I think 70% of revenue for LinkedIn comes through recruiters license. So they will showcase profiles which are optimized, which are complete. So LinkedIn is not going to frustrate a paying subscriber of profile which is not optimized, which is incomplete. So then they will lose those business. So LinkedIn takes extra effort to make sure how complete is your profile. Are you responding on time? So we are going to go through many aspects, and I'll also share my LinkedIn profile to show you what exact things know which will get that traction. So please, again, Chrissy say take some notes and also feel free to rewatch this recording if something is you missed out. So let's do a quick check-in, right? Maybe Chrissy, I will need your help to see the show of hands because I'm on the screen. So how many of you have not like even not even logged in, right? I barely touched it, and so you can put in the chat also. How many of you have just basic info, right? And you all think it's decent, but you feel it needs some work. And fourth, you think it's pretty solid. And fifth, who thinks their profile is magnetic? So I really want to put in the chat either 1 to 5, and I will randomly pick maybe but I want to make sure you share your what you think.
There's a lot of fours here.
Okay, so I'm going to pick someone to to review, but I'll not roast now, but I'll roast in the end. Yeah.
Okay.
So can you make some note of those names, Chrissy, and
Yes, I
you can.
absolutely will.
So if you have,
I'll pick on somebody. You just be prepared.
again, I'll be respectful, guys, but I will pick someone who again, there's always to learn, right? As a mine, I'm not saying magnetic, but it's still more work to do. But I will share how you can take it to the next level, right? My goal is each one of you, if you can take one key insight after the session, so that will be a big win, right? So we are going to talk about several things. At least, can you do one thing right after this meeting, after this presentation, preferably by today? So that will be a big win, right? Okay, one more question to the audience, right? How many of you have Googled yourself in the last 30 days? Have you seen? And if you put your name, what comes up? Just your name. And first of all, do you come up on searches? And if yes, how well you rank on that? And click that image. In Google, you can also click the image section. So does your picture come up somewhere? Maybe it's coming from LinkedIn, maybe somewhere else, maybe YouTube channel, maybe Substack, maybe Twitter, maybe anywhere. So just do a quick Google and you will know, right? What is a digital presence? What is your the whole thing is we are going to address that.
Yeah, not many people are doing their Google searches.
Okay. And in your LinkedIn profile, do you have any number or outcome mentioned today? Again, don't make any edits. We are only taking right now, right? If you go to your LinkedIn profile, if you see your headline, are you mentioning any KPI, any number, any outcome? Again, I can't see, but maybe you can help.
There's a couple. So Shri says that she's on the top.
Okay,
And
very
then Arindam says that he's on the top
very good.
AI search. He's like the third.
Very good, very good. And the last one, how many of you had any inbound call from a recruiter or a potential job opportunity in the last year via LinkedIn? Could be via email, could be a DM.
Okay, we've had Smita, Tenny. Yeah, there's people that are getting inbound calls from recruiters
Again, I'm not
directly.
talking about spam calls, genuine.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
many,
genuine recruiters.
right, but it's many. You also have a lot of spam messages. So, but that's good. That's good. The whole idea is how to increase that inbound, right? How to increase that opportunities. So let me also tell you the why I'm asking these questions, right? Google, you all know, right? It's a go-to place for the SEO for the searches. LinkedIn is considered as a high trusted source. So any your presence on LinkedIn, if it is optimized, it has got already high SEO. All right. So LinkedIn is considered as a high trusted source. So if you have a complete profile and you write regularly, you will come up on Google searches very high. And if you are able to position yourself, what is your expertise? What do you want to be known for? In my case, I want to be known for smarter transformation, transform smarter CIO. If you Google, if you Google, just you don't have to put my name. Just put transform smarter CIO. I will rank number one on the search result, not on somewhere bottom in the page one. Page one, I'm not talking about sponsored links. I'll rank number one on Google search. If you type transform smarter CIO, you go to images, I'll be all over the images. You go to the AI mode, Gemini, right? AI mode. Google AI mode recognizes Ganesh Ariyur. You click the sources, I will rank number one. I can probably quickly show this. So, and we can do it together. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
So I just typed, did I put my name here in the Google search? Look, see, I rank number one. You go to images, I'm dominating the searches here. See? And you go to the AI mode, and Google Gemini is citing my sources. You see that? So it's a very important. What is the reason, right? I have been optimizing my profile. Uh, I've been optimizing my profile consistently. So and I'll tell you how to do that, right? And it's all start from your LinkedIn profile and how you come across. Okay, next. So here is a scenario, right? We have two executives who are in transition. One is everywhere. That person is posting constantly and decent numbers. Yet when a C-suite seat opens up, nobody thinks of them. The other person is quieter with a smaller network, but he is the first one to be called. So why is that? Because there are two things, right? LinkedIn algorithm recognizes that person is a specialized in his lane, and he has used the right keyword optimization, and so he gets picked up in the searches. So you are not your authority is not judged by number of followers you have, number of posts you do, number of likes you get. That is not determining who you are. So clarity and consistency will help you rank higher. That's the whole message of this. So one more thing, this is a very important point, and each one of you should understand. LinkedIn whatever we write, whatever we are going to write, um, comment or write, or we update our profile, we have to keep two types of readers in mind. One is a human reader, and second is algorithm. So why? If algorithm is not able to define who you are, it will not even showcase to the human, right? Unless human goes and types my name, they are going to find it. But they may not know my name, but they will need my expertise. They will have problem statement. They are looking for technology executives for XYZ, for SAP, or for global implementation. So when they type, my name will come, but they don't know my name. But if algorithm is not clear who Ganesh is, it's not going to even show the search results of the human. So it's important. You have to keep in mind what you write and the clarity is there, right? So this is a very important one. It was not there a few years back. It was all about human readers, right? But this is since last year, LinkedIn is putting a lot of effort on AI tools internally, Brew 60, then Llama 3, then few other tools, and they continue to evolve more on the algorithm. All we can do is keep our profile simple, easy to understand, have a clear specialty defined. Okay. So again, I mentioned this. The old graph was based upon your network, right? Your network will tell who you are. But now your fingerprint. I have a separate slide on that. I'll touch upon that. So we talked about profile, right? More complete profile and the keywords will help you to come up on Boolean searches. So recruiters, they run all the time. They have AI tools within LinkedIn. They also have recruiters reporting access. They also run several Boolean statements. So you got to make sure the optimized profile, those keywords will get picked up. And does not go by how many followers you have, your network. It's all about how complete your profile is. And we are going to talk more about fingerprinting. I have a separate slide. Okay, this is a very, very important slide. And this was not there last year. This is something which came in 2026 algorithm report. I am part of Richard Vanderbloom, who is the author of LinkedIn algorithm report. He has partnered with Authored Up, and based upon 1.3 or 1.5 million post reviews, profile reviews, he has created this algorithm report, insights report, and every year he publishes. This is based on evidence, data-driven insights report. So please pay attention. This is the one. This most important slide, I would say, the entire deck. So LinkedIn tracks your 1,000 actions, last 1,000 actions, what you touch, what comments you're posting, what saves you are doing, what profiles you are visiting, what searches you are running, what you are clicking, how much time you're spending on the post, who you follow, who you unfollow, what are your DMs, repeated engagement patterns. Literally, it has fingerprinting of our activity. So I'll give an example. If I'm claiming to be a CIO, I'm claiming to be a technology leader, my profile says that, right? My headline says that. My experience section says that. But when I'm spending time on LinkedIn, what I'm doing, let's say, I go look at insurance, tariffs, taxes. I'm doing all the things not related to technology, all outside of my lane. So LinkedIn algorithm gets confused. Yes, Ganesh profile says technology leader, but all his fingerprinting is outside of technology. Does it make sense? So our actions are not consistent with our expertise. We are claiming to be an expert in certain area, but what about your actions? Does your actions reflect you of your expertise, right? Like what type of comments I do? Does my comment talk about some of my expertise? What type of saves I do, profile visits. So every action, 1,000. So why 1,000? So if you're going to say starting today, if you're going to make some conscious changes, so again, maybe in a month or two, so LinkedIn, you can literally basically change how the LinkedIn's perception of you, because last 1,000 actions will be recorded to form a DNA about you, right? And you can literally change that with your conscious effort and changes. So that's very important. This was not there before. This is a brand new 2026 insight from algorithm. So this example is for me. Similarly, each one of you, some of you might be in marketing, might be finance, might be HR. So this will apply to you. So the examples I'm going to share is for me or for a technology. So LinkedIn says, Ganesh, you are a CIO, your core lanes are based upon my background, my experience, my skills, everything, right? Based upon my LinkedIn profile, it says, Ganesh, your core lanes are AI transformation, ERP, leadership, technology ROI, cybersecurity architecture, etc. And my adjacent lanes are finance, operations, healthcare, M&A, private equity, board, right? So any topic outside of that, LinkedIn is going to confuse. It's okay. Like for example, I might have a friend, I might have a network who are outside of this. Might be an HR person, might be an insurance agent, right? So what LinkedIn says, as long as I maintain 70 to 80% of my engagement in this core lane and 15, 20% adjacent and 5 to 10 outside of this, it is okay. So when this algorithm report came up, I was not aware of this insight. I went and audited my last 100 comments. In fact, I think 50 or 60 comments, what type of post I did. Literally, I grabbed all the comments. Then I analyzed. I was doing more than 50% outside of my lane. So unknowingly, I've been telling algorithm, yes, I'm technology guy, but I'm not consistent. So at least 40 to 50% I was doing outside of my lane, right? So that was 2 months back. This report came in April, but now May, in the last 6 weeks, I've been very conscious about to stay in my lane, either the core lane or adjacent lane. So just you have to bear in mind, absolutely okay to support friends, family, anyone outside a lane. Just be conscious what you write, how you come across, right? If you are really aspiring to be to pursue your target roles, LinkedIn, you have to show your activities have to show to LinkedIn. It's really I mean what I want to do, right? Not just having a title is not going to help. Your actions will really influence how you are perceived by LinkedIn. Does it make sense? So now the questions are, so let's say we have friends, we have family. It's okay to congratulate, well deserved, great milestone, wishing happy birthday, new job. That is absolutely fine. This is not going to influence the LinkedIn algorithm. However, don't make it a long comment, 12 words, 15 words, 18 words. Then you are confusing the algorithm. As long as you write a short message, and because we will have friends, uh, colleagues who are outside of these lane, that is absolutely okay to support them. But just be conscious of the length of the post. Any long expert comments outside your lane, that is where the confusion will come. I'll just take a pause and I want people to put in the chat. Does it make sense? Say yes. If anything unclear, please raise your hand.
It makes sense. I think many of the questions are, how do we get this report? How do we get the LinkedIn Insight report
So
on us?
I can share. You can send us as a. I'm sure after the meeting I'm going to share the recording. I'll share the link, right? Yeah, I can
Okay.
share that. Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
more of how can we get, like me, how can I see what LinkedIn thinks my core lanes or adjacent
Yeah,
lanes are?
there is no tool like that. We have to self audit because there is no a report which is LinkedIn or anyone is having a tool or software. So we have to make our own self assessment, right? I don't know who asked the question. So basically, I literally what I did, I went through my activity, right? There's an activity tab in LinkedIn. I literally saw what is my last 1 month, 2 month post. I saw what kind of comments I've done. Does it reflect my core lane or adjacent lane? So you have to do a self audit. Unfortunately, there is no like a ready-made tool, we have to do it this. And LinkedIn will not share that. That's all their proprietary. But again, the inside report clearly established that fingerprinting exercise is there in there. It was not there in 2025 report. It was not there in 2024. That is a brand new from April 26 when the report got published. Okay. And this is again, I would say this was a big eye opener for me. And and we can cover more in the Q&A, but this one thing you have to really keep in mind. Okay, get clear before you optimize, right? So the mandate you want, right? Do you want to be pursuing private equity roles or a public company or a non-profit? So you have to have a clarity on what are you targeting? What type of roles and what type of industry scope? Is it geographically, are you looking at East Coast or a certain industry segment? So first ask yourself, right? Then ask, what is my signature outcome where that makes it unique for me, right? It could be a global implementation, could be a merger and acquisition I led. So think about key value proposition which will make it a signature outcome. And the problems you solve, again, 2 or 3 problems. If you are able to center around that, you can build your profile, you can build your story accordingly. Not 10 things, the top 2 or 3 things you can think of. And what are your authority themes, right? Like you saw in my previous slide, we saw this slide here. These are my core themes: AI transformation, ERP, technology, ROI. And you will see most of my articles, my posts will center around that. So you ask, what are my authority themes, right? And finally, make sure the mandate value themes must tell one coherent story. If your headline tells something, your feature section something, your experience telling something, again, we are confusing algorithm. So make sure it's consistent across all the sections within LinkedIn. Okay. Again, this is again an important one. In 7 seconds, can you answer 3 questions, right? Does this person operate at our level or in our world? Let's say technology leader, CIO level or CTO. Is this person credible? Are you showing some social proof that comes with some companies you worked, some endorsements, some recommendations? Maybe you were featured in some magazine, or you did interview, maybe you did podcast. So some social proof, some credible would really add value. And is there a reason to reach out to this person, right? So in 7 seconds, if you're able to answer that, then you get more traction. So let's do a quick poll, or and feel free to put in the chat. So you can open your phone and open your LinkedIn. You have 90 seconds. Does your headline have a specific outcome or number? First one. Then does your about section written for your target job, or is it written for you? Me, I. It's all about you, or are you also talking about problems for your future company or industry or function, right? So are you talking to your ideal client, or it's all about you? Does your feature section show proof, or you are just pinned your some best post? I've seen many times people just pin their recent post, but are you really showing some proof? So let's take few seconds and feel free to put in the chat 3 things. Each one of you can look at your profile and ask, right? Does your profile headline have outcome, number, about section, how that is written? It is all about you, or are also talking to your future company, right? Or a future target role. Problems, maybe your problems you're solving for them. And feature section is very important. This is one thing's grossly underutilized feature section. Many times people don't even know they exist. People who know that they exist, they literally pin some of the post. This is one area. It comes even higher than about section. It's a high visible one. So let me see the chat. I don't know. Can you see anything coming up? How are you doing on
It
the self?
looks like there's a couple things. So Michael Leonard, who I want you to kind of roast at some
Okay.
point. But so he's admitting no, the answer is no, myself, no. So he doesn't have a specific outcome or
Okay.
number. And I'm looking at yours, Ganesh, and what you say is 500 million plus ROI. So that's what you're referring to as your
Mm,
number outcome.
yeah, that's right.
And then in your profile, you're really focused on I mean, it is so clear what you did.
Yeah.
Key results. It's very clearly spelled out,
Yeah.
you know, what you've done and
Right.
the financial impact, because
Right.
ultimately companies are looking at the financial impact.
Right. And here I talk about the KPIs, right? The 500 million
Yeah.
ROI. Then if you look at about section, I talk about the problems I solve, what I deliver, what is my approach. So I talk about more, not about me, about problems I bring. Then, if you look at my feature section, I have a newsletter and I'm building my brand. Transform Smart, I showed you in the Google search. So, there's a reason for that, right? So why did I pick this smarter? You may want to know. When I was talking to Gartner, CIO Group, Forbes, many times what people say, transformation is one thing, right? Many times people start, but they don't get the full value, and many there are disaster stories. If you go to McKinsey, 70% of transform efforts fail. So what is a smarter way to do it? You do it once, do it right. Don't want to become like a pain later on. So that is why it's important. You build that theme. So I picked this theme, and I've been building my newsletters, my articles. So and Google recognized that. So I did a certification and I was recognized by Forbes Technology Council. There's a social proof. Last year I was selected as a top 100 digital leader. And so I'm also showing that as a proof here, right? Social proof. In this long time back, I was featured on a billboard throughout Germany, 650 billboards. Again, there's a social proof. Then only comes my certifications. So I have not pinned any post. It's all about social proof. So one thing, what is missing in maybe one case study, maybe again due to a NDA, many things I cannot put publicly because of the either I work for a healthcare company or other, so I cannot put the company name, but I plan to do some kind of case study or a project I led, right? So at least that will be a show, my approach. So again, some of you might be curious, right? I come up on searches. If you see my recruiters, this is yesterday. Heller is again a top search firm. State Chase. Egon Zender is a big five of search firms. Corn Ferry looked at my profile yesterday. So I come up on searches all the time. So this is a proof. So what I'm telling, it works.
Your ability to get top tier recruiters looking at you
Yeah.
is really impressive.
Yeah, I'm saying these are like a top world leaders. If you look at
Yeah, they are.
very, yeah. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay, this is another exercise. So look at this four samples of headline, right? Tell me what catches your attention. Oh, like what will be your suggestion to fix? Just pick one headline and put your suggestion. I just want to know what will be your thought process. What is it missing? And do you think first of all it's optimized? Is there a scope for improvement? Just just share your thoughts. Now, maybe Christy, you can pick up a couple of comments.
Yeah, everyone's saying it needs optimization, no numbers.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We agree, but give me some
Yeah.
examples. Yeah, what is missing?
Uh, so um, no buzzwords. Buzzwords are missing. Um, Improvement needed on and something engaging. Experience says old.
Okay, so I will tell you, right, in the interest of
Yeah,
time. So you got to think like a recruiter, right? A recruiter is not going to search, show me passionate leader.
right.
Yes, there's nothing wrong to be passionate, but that word will, they are not going to come up on searches. It's not going to come up on Boolean searches. Show me a passionate leader. So you are literally using the good real estate on your headline. So don't use that, right? Again, results driven. They are not going to show me a result driven executive, results driven CIO. They are not going to ask that. So these words are filling your headline, and but it is not going to be used in any of the searches. So absolutely, you have to find alternate. VPS operations, yes, that's word will come up. 30 years experience, seeking new opportunities. So this is not the place to write on headline. So you are going to indicate open to work. That's no, I'll show you, but you cannot use the headline to add that. 30 years, again, your experience section itself, they can determine how your experience length. So these are all, you are losing a real estate, right? A prime branding where you can come up on searches. So very
And
important. You
and
can,
so what you're saying is it has to be concrete. So in looking at yours, it's like there's no fluff there. And you can't put fluff on your headlines.
yeah,
There's no room for it.
yeah. For me, I optimize so that maximum it comes up on recruiter searches. So because they look for SAP, they look for M&A, TSA, right, or title or healthcare. So you will also notice I put some industry name because the reason is I have a lot of industry experience in life science healthcare. 18 years I've spent in healthcare industry. So I also worked at 4 PE firms. So that is an attractive, right? Companies look for, does this executive have prior private equity background? So because I worked for private equity, so I want to make sure it's highlighted. And now there's a lot on agentic AI. So I am making it very clear. And people talk about how to redesign, right? And so these are words you can ask yourself, and okay, use any of your favorite LLM, ChatGPT, Claude. Hey, do a headline optimization, and nowadays you got tools to take your profile. Let me go here, and you have to just go and download your profile, right? Go to any of your ChatGPT or Claude. You can literally ask, and it will give you suggestions, but state the goals, give the context. Why are you changing your headline? I want to be I want to optimize my headline for XYZ searches, for CTO searches, for CIO searches. The more clearly you're able to state the goal, and you're going to get a much better output. All right. And here the problem is it's all generic words. Nothing is specific. Here 20 years fintech, this is not a good practice to put X Citibank, X AIG. Again, those are always, it's going to be visible on your experience section, so you don't waste that, right? Always use words which are going to come up on searches. Think like a recruiter. Okay, first impression counts, right? First, very important. People spend on an average uh, total 7 seconds just on the banner and picture, 7 seconds on headline. In 14 seconds, so this is going to happen. So if you don't convey who you are, I don't have to even look down to about section, feature section. If I don't convey who I am, they will go to the next profile. They are not going to waste time. If you just look at my banner, I want to highlight few things. Again, I'm not a graphic designer. I engaged a freelancer to help me, and I'm happy to connect that person. I paid, I think, $40 or $50 for the banner and picture. You will notice few things. So I talk about AI transformation, right? Some key words. These are my previous company I worked, Amgen, Accenture, Bayer, Change Healthcare, McKesson. These are all like global brands. It's a social proof. So I'm also part of Forbes Technology Council. Again, it's an invite only, high recognition, industry standard. So I'm shown as a picture with a mic, with a folder. So first impression is you come across, okay, is he a trustable guy? Is he an executive? So so first impression counts, and many of you don't have probably an optimized banner. Uh, Please pay attention and try to fix it. Banner will not come up on searches. Banner will not come up on Boolean strings, but it is a first impression. When they land on your profile, they will see, right? It's a first impression counts. Headline, I talked about headline. And this is something I did. You can actually customize your pronoun. Like I respect everyone's choice. He, him, his, she, her, they, all is fine. So I took this opportunity to customize this pronoun. Why? Because wherever I'm going to engage on LinkedIn activity, send a DM, a connection request, or do any post, my pronoun will follow my name. So I'm increasing my visibility, positioning. Okay, Ganesh, Ariyur, CIO. So I customize it. I'm not telling everyone to customize. Whoever feel comfortable, feel free to customize. So if you want to keep your existing, I'm fine with that. So photo is another thing I want to call out here. Many times people have a blurred background, in front of a building or a tree, or a lot of too much sunlight, sunglasses. So all that is not, be professional and not casual dress. So if you are going to present yourself for an interview, think like it's a digital presence, right? And you now there are tools. Even if you go to Chat GPT, upload your current image, say create an LinkedIn optimized profile picture, it's going to create. Nano Banana can do the same thing. So nowadays there are tools which can optimize and take one or engage, work with a professional photographer. So make sure it's presentable and it's approachable. It has to blend with your banner. Think we talked about that. Okay, headline. Again, we spent the headline, you get 220 characters. First 30 to 40 are very critical. It has to tell who you are because um, on your mobile phone, you don't get to see the full thing, right? So make sure you optimize all the 220 characters, and the first 30 to 40 has to be ultra clear who you are. You have to tell that. Okay, that's where algorithm will see first, a human will see first. It will also come up on mobile. 65 to 70% of the users are, I think 60 to 65% users are mobile users. So anything you do, it should be optimized for mobile viewing also. If you have made an Android or iPhone, so open up your profile, see how that is coming. Even when you do a banner design, make sure it's mobile optimized. So here is an example, right? SVP information technology. Stronger would be CIO, 500 million global. So here industry is covered, the global perspective is covered, this SAP or technology is covered, value is covered, and your title is covered. So for me, this is a great headline, and you can also put like a pipe and put a couple of keywords so that it comes to 20 characters. For me, it's all about optimize. If there is a room to add one more word, I will do it, because if you don't put on the headline, that word is not going to come up on searches, right? The more you put the keywords, you are increasing your chances of being found by recruiters. Regarding the open to work green banner, if you are an executive, the algorithm report has clearly established 2/3 of the recruiters, they do not prefer the green banner. Again, there are conflicting viewpoints, but all about is do they have the evidence to back up, right? Algorithm report is based on evidence, so it's very clearly what they are saying is, if you are an executive, have it private setting, open to recruiter only, not the public setting, right? So you can actually choose private only the recruiters can view. And also you get 5 roles. Make sure you put all 5 roles. The order is important. For example, if my target role is CIO, then CTO, then let's say Chief Digital Officer, I cannot put my target role as a number 4 or 5. Yes, you can put 5, but the first 3 are given higher weightage by a LinkedIn algorithm. So you are giving a signal to LinkedIn. These are my 5, but top 3 are my highest priority. So if you really want to be a vice president, director, or whatever it is, make sure it comes up in your top 3. But use all 5. Okay. And location, right? Sometimes I've seen people use a suburb of Atlanta. I live in a suburb of Atlanta, but put your nearest metro city. Because when recruiters search, they go by the bigger cities. They are not going to go and search for someone in a particular suburb. They don't do searches like that. So always go to your nearest suburb, and you get a better choice. And also, if you're open for remote working, and put North America or USA state, so you got 5 locations. You put all 5. Similarly, hybrid or in on-site also you can put 5. The more you're able to optimize, more you get picked up on searches. Okay, this one, Judy Hay, some of you might know. She's again a LinkedIn expert. I learned from her. There are 11 places your headline and profile picture shows up. That also forms your first impression. When people are searchers, your headline and picture will come up. Main profile top section comes up. Connection request, it comes up. People who may know you, suggestions also, it comes up. When you send a message, email, chat, again your headline and picture will come up. Comment threads, visibility in the feed, home feed, articles, newsletters, groups, company alumni pages, notifications. Who viewed my profile? Again, your headline or name will come up. So this you may not realize. In 11 places this comes up. So you have to ask yourself: is my profile picture and my headline is super clear, and because it's high visibility in 11 places it comes up. Again, we talked about the first few characters are important for mobile. Again, I want to thank Judy for sharing that insight in one of her article. Okay, focus. What is focus means, right? Are you able to, are you findable, right? So is your exact target title domain in your, so recruiter can find you easily. So make the job simple, make them simple to be found, right? Then open quietly. We talked about it. Keep the recruiter only setting, not the public green banner. C for clear headline. Again, we talked about that. Up to date. Again, if you are having an old picture, not good. At least it should be last 6 months. LinkedIn will tell you this person has an latest updated profile picture. So there's a small hack, right? If you like this picture, let's say I go back to this, I like this picture very much. I don't want to make any changes. No problem. Maybe in every 2-3 months, I will take it out. I will re-upload the same picture. I'm not replacing the picture. All I'm doing is removing, re-uploading. So I'm giving a signal to LinkedIn. Oh, Ganesh has a latest. LinkedIn will not say it's an old picture. Recruiters will say, oh, Ganesh has the latest updated picture, right? So all you have to do is don't leave it open for years. More than a year, it's outdated. Yes, my face might not have changed. I like this really picture. I engaged a photographer. All that is good, but you just re-upload the same picture every couple of months. That's a signal to the algorithm that you have a latest picture. Okay, skills are very, very important. There are 100 skills available. So here is the very important point to note. Make sure those are skills used by recruiters in the searches. Don't use soft skills. Keep it very minimum or no. Have an optimized skills. So let me share my screen here. By the way, I recently updated my skills. One request for each one of you. Uh, you have to be connected as first level connection to endorse. And if you're finding this presentation valuable, please connect with me and we can support each other. Similarly, you can all support with each one of you in the call. We can all endorse with each other, right? So it's very important when you do endorsement, recruiters will look for, okay, Ganesh claims to be a CIO, but where are the endorsements? You got to, for me, I need to increase. 9 is very less. I need to at least have 20 plus minimum. So I link to my job, I link to my some certifications. So all that is good, but I need to increase. And the top two are the most visible. You might have noticed LinkedIn, you have to click to see more, but the first two are very important. Many times what happens when you add a new skill, the new skill comes up as the top. That may not be your number one skill to be showcasing, but because the fact it was just added, the just added skill will come as number two. So what you have to do, then you have to go to show all, go to the three dots, reorder them. You can literally drag and drop, right? So if you notice, my skills are optimized for CIO searches, CTO. You will not find things like soft skills, like what do you call team player, passionate. It's more industry search terms. Each one of you, you can again go to your favorite LLM, right? Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity. You can literally go to your LLM. You can upload your resume. You can upload your LinkedIn profile and say my target role is XYZ. I want to be boost my chances to be found by recruiters. Please come up with my top 100 skills which are optimized, and also give an order of priority. So first 10 are most visible. You can see after that people will not have patience to go to scroll down. So first 10 are high visible. So make sure you have an optimized order. One more comment on the skills. The top 5 you can actually showcase in about section. If you see here under about, these are the top 5 skills most visible. So again, I don't know if you are not doing it. Please, you can go to your about section. You can pick and choose. These 5 have to be in part of my 100. This 5 is a subset, but I'm picking my top 5 with the highest visibility. All right. So that's a skill. Okay, this is a social proof we talked about, right? Like I write regularly on Forbes. Actually, I've written a full-fledged article on Forbes. I got an email yesterday. They are going to publish it soon. So try to publish some articles outside of LinkedIn. If you have any like journals, any just be visible, right? And I come as a keynote speaker, panelist. So I last year I was featured by SAP in their Sapphire for my contribution, and so anything you get more social proof is better, and you can add that signature result, showcase one or two result as the highest visibility. We talked about keynote. One more on writing. Okay, I'll come to personal website and writing. So let's go to writing, right? LinkedIn offers newsletter. Highly recommend And all of you should have at least one newsletter. You can have up to 4 newsletters. Start with one. That newsletter should tell your expertise. Who are you? What is your expertise? Mine is, it says it's a blueprint to design CIOs and technology leaders. Again, I use Transform Smarter. I did a post, I think 2 weeks back on SAP enterprise architecture. I talk about architecture. So I've been doing it every month. Ideally, if you do it, especially in your job search, every week or 2 weeks, any content on newsletter has highest SEO. One more tip: any newsletter content 2020's algorithm report featured, it comes up on AI searches also. I'll repeat. LinkedIn newsletter is the biggest boost in 2020's algorithm. They get picked up by SEO, Google searches. It's a long form text, right? It is not a short form, long form text. So anything you write on newsletter has the highest visibility for SEO point of view. It is also visible for AAU. It comes up on AA searches also. So if you are consistently you write it, you are increasing your chance of being found. Okay. And one more tip I'll tell you. So this is a post I did this Tuesday, I think few days back. You will notice one thing here. I use 3 hashtag. There have been again conflicting view about hashtag yes, no. If your goal is to optimize your profile to be visible to come up on SEO, up to 3 it's allowed. Anything above 3, you have actually a negative algorithm impact. LinkedIn will suppress your post. Too much of hashtag, LinkedIn will suppress it. So up to 3 is safest. You will notice one thing. I always use one of the hashtag as transform smarter, and there is a reason for it. I'm going to prove it now. I'll go here. I'm going to copy the link. So let me go to the chat. So I'm putting it here, and you will notice here anything above the after the question mark is not needed. So when you're sharing a link, you can remove anything question mark and after. Okay. So now you'll notice one thing. The 3 hashtag gets attached to the URL. Transform Smarter, CIO, AI, ROI. Do you see that Transform Smarter? It's part of the URL. So I'm also increasing my SEO because the reason if you put 5, only the top 3 will get attached to the URL. So 3 is the sweet spot. Don't do anything more than 3. And the good news is you also get attached to the URL, post URL. If you are doing consistently, you want to build your brand. Like a Christy, when you do a post, you want to build a PRG brand, right? So if it's a hashtag PRG or a bootcamp, whatever it is, if you consistently put in your hashtag, they come up on the URL as a post URL. It gets part of the link. So you can increase the SEO. Make sense?
Good to know.
Yeah. Regarding personal site, okay, again, I'll share a resource. Each one of you can do it. It's free. If you go to the contact info, I have a 1-page website. It's called The Gist of Me. It is a 1-page website. It's free to sign up. Why did I do that? Again, it's SEO because any data here gets picked up on Google searches. So what did I write? Ganesh Ariyur, CIO branding, Atlanta-based CIO. Then I talk about results. I talk about who I am, what I deliver, more like a Q&A format, right? What do I do? What is my top signature outcomes? This part, again, some of you might know, I'm writing in a Q&A, frequently asked format. AI searches love it. SEO love it. Who is Ganesh Ariyur? What I'm specialized in? Where I'm based at? Again. So the clarity, consistency, algorithm likes it, AI searches like it, Google searches like it. So I have this one-page website. It's all free. So and I put my LinkedIn, my email. So each one of you, if you don't have one, this is very easy to do it. It will take you 10, 15 minutes to create, and there is no subscription or anything. The gist of me, and one more thing you'll notice, I get my own name here in the URL. And this URL again will be indexed, Google indexed, SEO indexed. You see my URL, don't come with any fancy name. Keep it simple.
This is really impressive. Hey, can we jump to, because there's a ton of questions and there will be a ton of questions.
Okay.
But one of the things that we talked about is, wait, do you have other topics?
Let me see. Probably how much time? How are you doing on time?
Well, we
Okay.
have 25 minutes.
Okay, in
And
five
what
minutes,
we were,
I'll try to wrap up in 5 minutes.
okay.
So yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, basically you have to come across all about positioning, right? Don't keep it complicated. Keep it simple. Who you are, not a dump of your resume, right? It has to be very clear who you are, whom you are serving, what problems you're solving. So it's all about positioning, experience. Yes, we talked about experience. Make your experience section complete. You get 2,000 characters. Optimize everything. Do not leave anything on the table. Like if you go look at the experience section, enrich with keywords. Enrich with keywords. Keywords. Leadership snapshot. Include some media. So algorithm will love it. Recruiters will also get a social proof, right? So anything, optimize it, optimize the full experience section, including the keywords. You can also link some skills to the experience, also media if available. We talked about media, keywords, optimization. So again, I already repeated that. You can use AI, but do not literally copy paste. LinkedIn will not penalize you for using AI, but if it senses it's completely AI written, it will suppress those posts or engagement. So use AI as like a buddy or a brainstorm partner, right? For fine tune it. No, absolutely no problem. It has to be your voice. The moment I say I have led in my past 4 years of experience, when I say I have done this. That is not A. It's me, Ganesh, talking. So make sure you humanize it. Inject with your signpost who you are. Your voice has to be heard. Absolutely, feel free to know. Use A for. I told about fine tuning your headline. Is it optimized? Is it targeting my CTO roles? We talked about how you can also do the same thing for about section. You can also optimize your skill section by using AI. You can again rewrite your experience with key bullet points, key verbs. Have a keyword optimized. Again, AI can be used. Literally, please don't copy paste it. It will be loud and clear. I've also seen profile. The M dashes are loud and clear. M dash with too much of M dashes. It's obviously you're saying it's AI written, and people will lose the trust. So don't sound it like obvious A. You can use A absolutely, but try to uh, humanize it. When it comes to posting, right, when you're writing any articles, posts, comments, it's purely A written. Now there is a LinkedIn is going a lot of automations. They are actually restricting accounts which has they sense automations, automated comments. If your post is written like completely AA, and they will suppress those posts. Those don't do well, and they will not get much engagement. So try to balance that. So content, again, anything you write, make sure it's in your lane. I told about, right, core lane, sub lane. Try to be consistent. Because if I'm claiming to be a technology leader, all my writing is outside of my lane, I'm confusing the algorithm. You lead with insight, add comments, you be on your narrow. People talk about that the golden hour, but now the latest algorithm says up to 4 hours it's okay. First 60 are critical, then 2 hours, then up to 4. If you are able to engage, reply as an author, you don't post and ghost. You have to acknowledge if somebody is commenting on my post, acknowledge that comment and reply that comment. So LinkedIn, they really like that. Golden period is up to 4 hours. Even if you do outside of 4, it's still okay, but the 4 you get the maximum leverage. I've also seen and heard from top influencers like Yasmin Alej, you can repost without text. I say what it means. Like if I see my post here, you can go here, for example. This is very important. I'll show you. Don't write with thoughts. Repost. This is without comment. You can do that, and when you do that, then you follow up with author comment. So that is will increase the life of the post. Then 24 hours later, you can delete the repost. Okay. Before we even hit the send post, anything we are going to write an article or a newsletter or a post, 50% is already determined. LinkedIn already knows when Ganesh is going to write something, LinkedIn already determines who are the 50% people are going to see. Because of my LinkedIn algorithm, my fingerprinting, LinkedIn already predetermined. It is only going to showcase Ganesh post to, it's already predetermined. The reach is already determined. 30% reach performance will come from people who are engaging. How good is the writing? Does it have a good hook strength? 20% outside our control. So basically 80% we can influence how my post is doing. 50 is predetermined, 30 will come up from the engagement, from the quality of comments, quality of interactions, how good is my writing. So this 80% I can shape. The 20 is outside, even algorithm report cannot do. The LinkedIn, they do a lot of R&D, they do experiment. This is, they will, suddenly you'll see one post getting high. So because they do a lot of experiment, it's outside our view. Okay, we talked about comments. Make sure it's minimum 12 words. Anything less than 12 words, LinkedIn will ignore that comment. Make sure it's meaningful. We talked about that. Yeah, I think green banner we talked about quickly. Okay. So I think some of you, if you want to roast your profile or headline, you can feel free to put in the chat, and I will, depending on the time,
So we wanted Michael Leonard had to go, but the other one, Michael Doppert, can you put your profile in and if we have time, we'll do others. And the reason that I'm going to suggest Michael, well, both are Michaels, but Michael Leonard, he's somebody, I mean, look at his background.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't even make sense that he's not getting the traction that.
Did you share the link, please?
Well, Michael Doppert, will you please share the
It's
link
in the chat. Oops,
Okay.
Okay.
wrong.
Is it at the bottom?
No,
Sorry,
has to-
wrong chat.
no. If you
Let me
put
do
it,
it again.
because I got a lot of. If you put
Yeah.
it, it'll be easy for me to check.
Yeah, just put it at the bottom and for the everyone.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll tell you the 8 mistakes. This is common, right? Eight mistakes. Resume style headline, right? Do not copy paste your resume. And LinkedIn should not be like exact like resume, right? So second, keyword optimization has to be there. About section we talked about, a loud open to word green banner, and you are totally invisible. Okay, you are optimized the profile, you have got everything, but you are not posting anything, you are not writing anything, you are not commenting anything. So again, and you are also not responding to messages on in-mail, especially watch out for in-mail. You please respond. Either I'm interested, I'm not interested. That's okay. You don't have to accept every in-mail query, but not responding, you are giving a signal to LinkedIn, this guy is not responsive. So any profile like where we respond on a timely fashion, LinkedIn will give extra boost for visibility. You come up higher on the searches. Okay, this I'll skip and basically uh, make sure your profile is easy to understand, easy to trust, easy to find. That's a key takeaway. Your next opportunity will find you, right? Your job is already out there. The whole idea is how to be found. So these are 18 tips. This came from Kevin Turner. Some of you might know. Again, is a LinkedIn expert. So it's more like a cheat sheet. LinkedIn is a business. Your profile is a product. Platform rewards. Many of them I already covered. But when Christy shares this presentation, you will find this 18 things.
This is really, really helpful.
Yeah, and I think I'm done with the presentation.
Okay.
I just want to
So,
credit to the three people. Yeah.
look at the chat. Michael Doppert has his profile. Let's take a look at his first.
Uh,
And
I want the full link, please.
yeah, he put
Try
it
try it again. I just redid it.
Which one?
Look at 913.
No, I'm not able to find this one.
yeah, the Bill Laser reposted it at
This one? Yeah,
9:13.
this one.
Yeah. There
Okay,
you
very
go.
good, very good, very good. So again, Michael, I want to help you, and tell me like what type of roles you're pursuing.
So what I'm purchasing is trying to be a director in IT
Okay.
or looking at an enterprise architecture leadership role.
Okay, I'm going to tell a few things. How much time we have left? 15 minutes. So maybe I'll do a few minutes. Maybe you can do few more profile reviews, Christy. Then we also take some Q&A, right? Yeah. So Michael, here the banner as needs a lot of work. It's not very clear. The fonts are getting hidden, and with the color, right? With the sunlight coming. This is also yellow. This yellow. Are you seeing the challenge visually? Visually is very difficult to see, read, and also in on mobile phone it'll be much more harder because of the smaller font size. So
Okay.
though you may like to retain the words, there's nothing wrong, but the background is distracting, and it has to say, okay, these are good, but you have to keep some social proof, maybe the company you worked or any affiliation. It will help, right? So this picture is fine. It's a professional picture, headshot, and two-thirds. So one more thing I forgot to tell, two-thirds should be your face, and you are doing a good job on that. So
Thank you.
maybe check little alignment. Maybe it's a little bit to the right. Maybe you can literal align it to the left, center.
Got it.
So but the picture is good. Otherwise, picture is good, professional, but banner needs some work, right? So here, IT director, turning infrastructure. Okay, ask. Is it 220 words? I don't think you are using all the 220 characters.
Okay. I
So
will
optimize
increase
that,
it.
and again, you can optimize it. You don't have to say leader again. Again, this word you can use for something. Again, you're seeing leadership. See the two times. These are words you can replace it. You can. How about you say platform modernization?
Okay.
That's a better word and a more market help you. Platform modernization is a better word instead of leadership. So because you're a director, you're already a leader, right? And is tell me, I'm not very familiar with this place. What is the nearest metro?
It's near Irvine, it's about 15 minutes away from
Yeah,
there.
maybe nearest metro will be helpful because
Okay.
a recruiter is not going to type for Rancho Santa, right? And you can consider the gist of me. I told you that is a free one to add. Uh,
The nearest metro is going to be Los Angeles metropolitan area. They don't offer one for Orange County.
okay. I see you're already talking to the future. I see this is good. It's not about me, right? Good. But are you talking about how you solve your any accomplishment, any signature?
Yeah, if you look at the impact down there, it's clear, predictability,
No,
things
numbers,
like that.
numbers. I don't see numbers.
Okay, no, I kept that into the resume, but I could
No,
change that.
no, just couple of them. Couple of them. It'll be quickly, right? Like they say, right? Bottom line, bluff approach. Bottom line upfront. At least show couple of visible ones.
Okay,
And remove this M dash. You can remove or minimize it. Remove it. Then enterprise architect strategy, infrastructure. Okay, all that is fine. Featured is one. Okay. You can definitely showcase something, right? It's only talked about your post, right? So you have to pick some things where you can showcase. Could be your accomplishment, could be a certification, it could be an maybe you got featured somewhere. Even you can showcase certifications like how I did, or you can
mm-hmm.
create. So that might be a better one. You can look, and so this is your post. I see. I think. You can probably write more about that. What are the key thing you're learning as an executive, as a leader, right? Okay, yes, great. You're registered for the expo. What is it you're looking forward? Maybe two, three things, and connect to your expertise, right? As a technology leader, I'm looking forward to this four things. And are you encouraging? Definitely post can definitely again you have reposted this, right? Reposted.
Yep.
So repost, basically what happens, it doesn't help you much. It helps the original post. So when you do repost, that's why you always repost without comment. When you do with comment, you are helping the other person, which is not bad, but we want you to get the credit of your increasing your visibility. Now, I think you've done a good job here. Okay, this is good. Any media you can add, any media about the company, about the maybe Hyundai got featured as the best employer. Maybe they are known for certain manufacturing, a best practice. I'm sure they would have come in media, right? So you just grab a couple of media link picture that will also help you.
Okay.
Then you have to optimize 2000 characters. You left it there, right? So make sure it's keyword optimized. Anything you put, it will come up on searches.
Okay.
And this also ask yourself, are you optimizing the 2000 characters here? I don't think so.
Nope.
So 2000, again, everything is available, right? If you strategically optimize it, you are increasing the chance of okay, here is a big problem, Michael. You have ended of June 2025.
Yep.
So is anything you can show as maybe something, maybe as a consulting or maybe fractional? The reason I'm asking is, as a recruiter, if I'm a recruiter, I'm looking for an enterprise architect in California area. I'm looking for someone who's currently employed. I'm not going to, in my search, show me people who are not employed today, who is not working today. So you will not even come up on the searches.
Okay.
You
Understood.
let's say you got all the skills, you're the most talented or most what do you call no person with all the skills qualifications, because the fact is LinkedIn, you are not currently employed, you will not come up in the search criteria unless I say show me past those could be retired, right? They maybe they're not working anymore. So why would I go for someone who's not working today? So as a recruiter, I'm always looking for people who are currently employed. I'm not going to look for people who are not in employment. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
So this, you have to show something. You have to go, maybe have your own company page, Michael Dopet, and have a nice logo. You can create, you can create your own company page. And I think there's a company page you can create. These are free. See, create a company page. You don't have LLC or a registration. Everyone can create a company page, and you showcase. Maybe in the company page you can say senior director enterprise architecture, and you say I solve these problems. There you can say I'm looking forward to helping next organization with my enterprise architecture, with my value driven. You can absolutely use the company page to showcase your experience, your signature accomplishments, your core skills, and title can be your next target role. If you want to be a vice president of architecture or a enterprise director, put that as a title, and don't put as self-founded, founder, self-employed. Put it as full-time employment. When you put a company page, the employment type has to be full-time employment, not founder, not self-employed, and make it current. Maybe you say from June 25 dash present. So there you are increasing the chance of being found.
Got it.
Okay, the rest of it, I know. Okay.
Okay, we have about 6 minutes.
I know.
And see,
So,
time goes by really fast.
I know. So let me complete, Michael. Michael, you think okay? Try to get the recent last 3 months is better. It's almost a year, right? So you have to get some recent recommendation you can get. Skills you got to endorse. There's zero endorsements. So for me, I need some proof. So again, this is where we can help everyone in this call. We can help each other, right? Connect with people.
You know, it
Okay.
seems like the endorsements don't help the human search, but it helps the LinkedIn
I think,
algorithm.
unfortunately,
Because I never look at the endorsements
I know,
if I'm looking
Christy,
for a candidate.
I know, like,
But it
unfortunately,
seems like it's all that algorithm.
skills come up on Boolean searches. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
So every skill will make sure it's optimized for Boolean searches.
So, but I probably need to reorder it, like you said, because there are some
Yeah, go
skill
to
sets that
ChatGPT. Yeah, go to ChatGPT, upload your resume, upload your profile, go to three dot, download, right? And literally you can come up with the optimized profile. And just and also I want you to engage. I don't see you doing any comments. Are you doing comments?
now and then, yes, but not too much.
So every day, 5 comments. Start with 5 comments a day. Every day, comment every day. Comments are pure gold. And you don't have to post every day. Once a week or twice a week is fine. Comment every day. So Christy, I don't know, this happened 2 years back. There was a lady in Virginia, I think her name is Habiba. She used to work for USAID, and she sent me a message, Ganesh, thank you for you helped me finding a job. I said, what did I do? I did not do anything. So what happened is she was commenting on my post. So it caught one recruiter's attention. Then she was contacted with the recruiter because they both were in my post, and she ended up getting a job. And the source was she was visible on my post.
See, that's pretty amazing. And okay, we have time for one question. Put it in the chat or if you want to be highlighted, or I'm gonna pick somebody.
Yeah, like what question? Maybe I can start.
Yeah. So we don't have any questions. I know that we do. How do you come up with novel things to post about?
Again, use brainstorming. We talked about ChatGPT, Claude. Use it as brainstorming as a partner, right? Don't literally copy paste. Say, I'm a technology executive. I want to write something industry trend. Maybe it's the latest hot topic, right? Perplexity is very good for research. All this, you don't have to have a paid account. Even free account will give you that access.
Okay. Christine Commoner, go. We're out of time.
If you were to post for your present consultant, say June 25 to the present, is there an icon that should show up? Is there anything that will make it look formal or any suggestions there?
Have a company logo page, like you can again create logo icon. All this Chat GPT can create a logo, and Nano Banana Gemini can create a logo. Have something as a logo. Don't have a blank page. Write something about that. Right? Literally in 5-10 minutes, you can set up your own company page, fill the blanks, but use that leverage about who you are, what problems you're solving, and what you're looking for next. There you can say, I'm seeking for my next role, but I bring with 20 years of experience in XYZ, but have a logo and show us full-time employee. Don't show us a self-employed founder. Recruiters are not going to find, show me a founder, right? They are going to look for somebody who's full-time employed.
Would that be the one-page website, possibly?
One page is separate outside of LinkedIn. I was talking about Michael's experience where he had ended as June 25th. Nothing was showing after that.
Ganesh, I have one more question, please. Regarding refreshing your profile, turning on and off your open to work, does it
Yeah.
help?
It helps. It basically is like a MLS listing, right? Like as an as a real estate. When you look for home shopping, does a real estate agent will show that here is just listed homes, right? Similarly, the open close, if you do it, I think every 1 week, leave it a 24 hours gap. So you are likely to come up on higher on searches. That is not the only factor, but also your activity, your response
Yeah.
time, complete profile. There's one more thing which will help you. Yeah.
All
Another
right.
question, please. Sorry, one more question. Regarding refreshing your about, does it help?
Can you repeat, please?
Refreshing your about copy.
You make one word change probably in a once a 2 weeks or once a month. Easy, pick a easy word. Where I say highlights, I'll say snapshot. I'll say achievements. Pick a easy word to change. Make a small one word change.
Yeah.
LinkedIn you are literally signaling to LinkedIn. Ganesh has an updated profile, updated about section, about updated profile picture. Those are signals because.
Wonderful.
So because it's like inventory, the fresh inventory always gets shown higher to the potential buyers, right?
Love it.
All
Thank you,
right.
Ganesh.
We're out of time. Ganesh, thank you so much. From the bottom of our hearts, we are so grateful. So for everyone on the call, the presentation will be shared. The link to the video will be shared. It's on our YouTube library. Please subscribe, look at the views, help our algorithms as well on YouTube. And we want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're far away from it. But YouTube's taking notice, all thanks to Ganesh. So we're dark next week. We'll see you the week after, and it'll all be about how to protect our finances in with this crazy market and so much going on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ganesh,
Thank you,
you're
everyone.
awesome.
Thank you, Ganesh.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
grateful.
Thank you.
You're an angel.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have
Bye.
a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye bye.